Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is for anyone that is studying to take the ACE personal training exam. I decided to make this video because while I was studying, I watched a lot of these videos and it helped me build confidence up, gave me a lot of tips and tricks on what to focus on and how to study for this test, so I decided to make my own. So a little bit of background about myself. I'm currently a senior at Illinois State University. I am majoring in recreation management. For those of you that don't know, that has nothing to do with anything personal training wise. So going into this, I had no background in anything exercise science, no anatomy, nothing. So since I didn't have a background in anything, I decided to get the biggest package that ACE provides. So with that package, this was one of the books, which is The Essentials of Exercise. So with this book, I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews. I hear some people that they love this book, some people hate it. For me personally, I liked the book because I didn't have any base knowledge for any of this stuff. So it helped me give me a little bit more of a base on the anatomy and all the exercise science aspects of this. So with this book, it gives a lot of detail on everything. You don't need to know all the details on everything. All of these books that I'm going to show you are resources that you will be using for your entire personal training career, and the ACE actually talks about that, so you just need to know the base and the basics of all this stuff. You don't need to go into that much detail about all of this. So I also got the ACE Personal Training Manual. This was the most important book that I ended up buying. You should be buying this book. It gives you all of the knowledge that you need. If you're going to buy one book, you should be buying this book because this is the best resource that you can get. So along with that, I also got a study companion. This gives me quiz questions that go along with every single chapter of the manual. And it tells you why not only what the answers are to the quizzes, but why those are the quizzes. And it gives you the page number so you can go back in the book and look and understand why that's the question rather than just trying to memorize all those. And I also got some outside resources that I decided to purchase along with my materials through ACE was this book, which is I want to say 3. It is a couple just practice tests that were from previous ACE tests. I would not recommend buying this. So if you're looking into this, this is not the resource to get because I really didn't use this. The quiz questions were a lot different than what they are now. So I'm not sure how old the quiz questions are that are in this book, but so this is what the book looks like. Do not buy this book. I also went to test.com and they had a great resource that gave you around, I believe it was 750 questions that you can buy in this big package. And they will randomize a question for you and you can take practice tests on it, and I did that and that was probably one of the best things I did. It was only a week before I took the test that I decided to make that purchase and take the quizzes, but it really helped me. It allowed me to see what the test questions are actually going to be like. It gave me a wide variety of how the questions are going to be, and I was able to mix it up throughout the entire chapters because, like in this book, it's by chapter, so you know around what you're going to be asked, but then on test.com you really were able to just get it all random order, which is how it'll be on the test. It's not going to be, oh, this section is here, you know what I mean. So another thing, throughout my studying process, I decided to take a lot of notes on the personal training manual. So these notes were my personal notes that I wrote out and ended up typing. And this was a great resource for me because instead of having to lug around my books around campus and whatever I wanted to study, I just took my notes with me, and I was able to highlight all the important points from each of the chapters throughout the manual, besides one, because one is a practice section for you. But I will actually be selling these notes, and I will give the link below to my website where I will be selling these notes. I will actually be making another video that goes in a little bit more detail about these, so you can check that out. Okay. So a few things that you're going to want to focus on while studying. Most of it's going to be from here is, okay, one is Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is key. Know Chapter 7. I know you'll hear this from other people on YouTube talking about this test, but I personally had multiple questions on the test that were all related to Chapter 7, so make sure that you know that. Scope of practice. That's going to be something that they try to trick you on. I can't say specifics about what they're going to say, but you have to know that you can't, like, prescribe things. You can't, you have to, they're your clients, they're not your patients. So you have to treat them like that. You have to take into account what the doctors are saying, and you can't tell them, oh, this is what's wrong with you. So you know the scope of practice. So know the equations. I know this is a lot of things I had questions on, was what equations are you going to want to know. So you get this card, helpful formulas. So I went and just practiced all these formulas. There's practice questions throughout the book, and I looked online for some more because I'm not good at math, so I studied this a lot. There was only 1 or 2 questions on the test that had to do with these formulas, but you don't know which ones you're going to get tested on. So I learned them all, which was helpful for me and actually is helping me with my personal training career right now. So I would definitely learn these. And then the base anatomy from the essentials of exercise, because as I said before, I didn't have any base knowledge. So this helped me learn the basics, and I only need to know the basics. It goes into great detail in this book, and it kind of freaks me out, but you do not need to know everything. Just learn the basics and you'll be good. You got it. Okay, so one more thing about the test in general. So you need to go into the test feeling confident. I know a lot of people, it's a big test, and a lot of people don't pass on the first try, and that's totally okay. But go in there with confidence, like knowing that you know the materials, knowing that you have done the work, that you will pass the test, and I swear that makes a world of difference. Just having a positive attitude going in there and knowing that you've got it. So yeah, I will be putting my contact information below. I will have my website below, and I will link the test.com stuff below. So if you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me. I have been answering a lot of questions for people already, so I truly don't mind. I'd love to help. I know how stressful this time can be, and if you have anything, I gotcha. Anyway, thanks again. I hope this helps. Good luck with your study, guys.